Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma of My Psychic One. Let's do your reading for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. Here we go for Taurus. All right, this is the game for you. First thing that comes up is Queen of Cups. Eight of Wands, the Lover's card. So, first thing that comes to mind as I'm pulling these cards for you is Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is referencing you having quite a bit on your plate. This is going to be probably the feeling of coming back to work after the holidays sensation. You know, we got the Eight of Wands. You're going to find yourself jumping in full stride, so to speak. We have the Hermit card and the Lover's card. Page of Swords. Page of Swords references impulsive decision making. You're just coming out of an isolated period with the Hermit card here and reintegrating, so to speak, back into being social. And I have the Lover's card, which is a struggle. So you're going through this little internal struggle of just divine masculine and divine feminine. And this is having to do with you. It feels like an internal struggle. Like I was saying, the Lover's card is all about like trying to decide what it is you want to do, whether you want to be dominant or supple. Four of Wands having to do with house and home. Ace of Cups, love, Five of Coins looking for money, and the Death card is big change. I would say watch out for a temper though, because the Page of Swords right here is telling me that you're going through like road rage, like that's feeling like you're hormonal, feeling a little off center. You do have the Three of Wands coming up here, which has to do with pressure, maybe some gossip, feeling a little backed in a corner, and maybe some criticism is happening. We do have the Chariot, some travels on the rise for you. Ten of Swords, you're feeling a little bit restricted. And with the Ten of Swords, that often makes you feel as if you're cornered, frustrated, things aren't moving, overcommitted in some places, maybe even feeling like you're stuck. Four of Swords, tension, Temperance card here, Ten of Wands. So with this energy blended together and as a sentence I'm looking at it, and it tells me the Ten of Wands is you're definitely feeling overwhelmed. We do have the Temperance card as we're looking inward at, how you've laid yourself on this path. And we do have the Four of Swords, which is in addition to criticism and pressure, you're being pushed into making a choice, making a decision. That's never fun because it always feels like you're trying to accommodate someone else. So if you're feeling as if you've got to kiss somebody's back end or really accommodate someone else's needs, that may be part of the reason why you're feeling so frustrated is you're thinking of other people's needs first. But just remember Four of Wands, house and home. So if you're working on any projects like remodel, moving, reorganizing, things like that, it does feel like you're doing some work on house and home. We do have the Ace of Cups though, so your relationships are coming into alignment. You're going to start feeling a little bit more stable within your relationships. And money, I'm picking up the Five of Coins, which is all about you trying to find money for a project. And if that's you having to put a new roof or a new floor in, that might be having to do with house and home. Don't know where it is that you're traveling to, but I do see this might even be work related travel, but I'm seeing travel on the rise for you. Definitely Queen of Swords energy for you. You're walking away from some situations, or maybe that's just what you need to hear is leave things behind that aren't serving you because you're getting a little overwhelmed with how much that you're taking on. So don't bite off more than you can chew, Taurus. Let's take a look and see what's going on with your relationships with my Mystic Dreamer deck. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know how to do it, karmaondeck.com, or you can find me on My Psychic One, among others. Knight of Swords, that's what you had over here was the Page of Swords, which is impulse and in decision making. You have the Knight of Swords over here too. That was Page of Swords, but pretty much the same energy. We do have some miscommunication going on back and forth. The High Priestess, which your intuition is firing beyond measure right now. So your gut is leading you, and maybe some of the communication that's going on around you isn't matching what your gut is telling you. I do see the Three of Pentacles. Usually this card references something having to do with social media or a computer. Emperor and High Priestess. What a combo. Those two together are often polar opposites. I do see you waiting, watching, to sitting back. You had the Hermit card in the initial reading, and that tells me that you're sitting back and watching, being the grand observer at this point in your life. However, you're not giving yourself enough self-care and love. This has been a big theme for my readings the last couple sessions I'm doing. The Five of Cups is you're not able to enjoy what you have in front of you because you've got so much on the list that you have to do, or so much on the list that's requiring you to take your time instead of enjoying what's in front of you. You're always looking back to the thing you wish you had or wish you could. I do see Six of Cups, which is you being around family. You're definitely feeling frustrated and isolated. We have the Four of Swords. That's my Snow White card. Nobody kisses the princess because you're isolated. I also see the Magician. That's telling you it's go time. And again, the Hangman right here is definitely playing with the waiting energy. So you're feeling like you're in purgatory when it comes to your relationships. The Hangman and the Magician, this is all frustration. You really do know that it's time for you to take center stage in a lot of your relationships. I don't know if you're pushing people away, because the Knight card is telling me that you are short-tempered. That sensation is a riding theme for you right now. And miscommunication, maybe what you've been saying on your short temper and your short leash there has been causing people to back away. I do see the King of Wands. You're totally focused on work and stuff next. There's not a love and lovers energy going on, but you're feeling as if you're cheated emotionally, because you have the Four of Coins right here, the Four of Pentacles. And that what that has to do is it's taking something that doesn't belong to you, or people taking advantage. So as you're sitting here right now, you've got the Nine of Cups, which is all about regret. Like you're stewing in it, like you're stewing in your regret, you're stewing in your emotions. Not sure how you're going to work yourself out of that, but I'm seeing you sitting there doing a lot of self-reflection, quite possibly in not the best light. Don't beat yourself up. You guys sound just like Aquarius. I think it was the shoulds. So relationship wise, I don't know if you're spending a lot of time on the internet. I don't know if you have domineering personalities around you and you're feeling pushed around and bullied, but you're definitely not taking yourself on right now. You're definitely taking a back seat, and you're just getting overwhelmed with regret. I do see this shifting for you though, because the Magician is telling you to stand up, right? Your Queen of Cups is emotions, emotional. Let's pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients and see what insight we get for that and what your next steps should be. If you want a one-on-one with me, reach out. Catch me on the lives as well. I'm going to have Moxie on there talking about astrology in the next little hour or so. Boom. For you, we have numerology. So let's see what's lining up for you for numerology. Precision. Okay, kids, here we go. Everything you've worked for hangs in the balance, so it's vital for you to go through every detail thoroughly. You cannot afford to make errors at this time. Focus and precision will help achieve the results you desire. If you are serious about eliminating debt, step away from poverty consciousness and negative thinking. If you want to draw more money to you, clean and organize your physical environment so as to make room for it to come. Keep a record of all your expenditures. Draw up a profile and loss sheet to record your income and expenses. Check your bank statements carefully. Research utility and other companies to find the best rates. It's time to take back control. I don't know about you, but I'm in avoidance about money sometimes when it comes to that. So that's a difficult task. So I'm giving advice I haven't taken. Incantation. My head's no longer in the sand. I'll focus on the task in hand and check each detail of my debt so nothing will slip through the net. Well, there you have it. Happy New Year. Reach out if you want a one-on-one or you want some energy work done. Come find me on the lives. And like I said, Happy New Year. See you soon.